Very good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Excellent. Good to see your wonderful faces. Summer suntans, rested, relaxed. It's an exciting time of the year when we are in the final stages before students arrive and we start to see our plans and what God has done and prepared us for right before the start of the school year. I just want to, before we get into the main agenda of what I'll be talking about, I just wanted to have our president, Dr. Paul Ague, come up, talk about a couple different things. So, Dr. Ague.
Before we do real stuff, I get to come up and talk a little bit. Couple things very quickly. Number one, thanks so much for all your work. I want you to know, we probably don't say it enough. We just kind of nose to the grindstone, off we go. I know summer's an interesting time for the people in this room. You know, some faculty aren't here, and there's other stuff, and we're doing planning, and it's a different, but actually that's a time of the year I love because it's different. You know, it's not that click, click, click students, and, you know, there's this all kinds of different meetings you can have. You can prepare for the next year. And I want to thank all of you for doing that. And I know you take vacations in the summer, but then you come back to work, and then then your team gets ready for this, and your student life group gets ready for students to come, and your enrollment services brings them in, and all that kind of stuff. I don't think everybody knows at a college what goes on in the summer. I mean, it is 24/7. I get asked all the time, "Oh, so what do you guys do in the summer? Are you serious?" Well, we just take 3 months off, and we just hope we get enough, students and all that stuff. It is kind of funny. I probably get asked that 20 times every year. I say, "Oh, school's out. What do you guys do?" You have no idea. And I'm talking not just me. That's what I mean. I'm talking, you have no idea what goes on college campus in the summer. So thanks so much for all you do. The other thing I want to say is, how many of you got an email from me yesterday? How many of you check your email? Okay. So it's a great news. I want to talk a little bit about this issue just very briefly. I asked Robert for a few more minutes than he gave me originally, but we are in a situation as a Christian higher ed institution where we need to be very, very vigilant about who we are, because I've said this all along, and I'm going to be even more over the top about this. If we don't stand for who we are as Christians and in Christ, then there's really no purpose for a Christian education to exist. And so one of the things that we as presidents of Christian colleges we've been on, I want you to know, and you'll hear this in a couple weeks or a week, whenever it is, on the 17th, because I'm going to go into this in detail. But I want you to know that 1146 you talk about what do you do. So what are you doing this summer? Well, I'm working with all the other Christian colleges on 1146, and then after I spend those 90 hours a week, it's crazy. I mean, there were weeks when we were on 3-4 conference calls a week, and then follow up from that, and then stuff that it was absolutely amazing. I could not believe how much time it took for one simple bill and the discussion of that. So yesterday was a great day. We had a conference call yesterday about how this is rolling out now. And, of course, I've sent thank you letters to our assemblyman, our senator, and also sent stuff to you guys and everything. And I want you to know, though, it's not over. So here's the two-prong approach that we decided to take a couple months ago as presidents. We hired a lobbying firm for